for the actual cue. I have the cue. Now we're off and running, people. All right, I'm going to borrow a couple of songs from my good buddy, Robert Anderson, who hails from Colorado. And there's a really great upbeat song that he wrote. It's a call and response, but you got to be quick. You can't be snoozing because the song keeps on rocking. So everything I say, you have to be right on it with me. So I'll say, I am a light, and you say, I am a light. I am a light, I am a light. In this world, in this world, in this world, in this world. It's that fast. You ready? Let's see if I can play. Now with all that, let's see if I can play it. I am a light, I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. In this world, in this world. I am a light, I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. In this world, in this world, in this world. Right place, right time, time, let it shine. That's it. I see the joy, I see the joy, I see the joy, I see the joy in this world, in this world, in this world, in this world. I see the joy, I see the joy, I see the joy, I see the joy in this world, in this world, in this world, in this world. Right place, right time, let it shine. I'm living love every day. 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 Spreading peace along the way. Spreading peace along the way. Right time, right place, right place. Living love, living love every day, every day. I am a light, I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world, in this world, in this world, in this world. I am a light, I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world, in this world, in this world. Right place, right time, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All right. Everybody's awake. Alive, alert, awake.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So happy to see everyone's smiling faces, and we're glad you're here. I know we're trying to not thaw out necessarily, but at least dry out. Anyway, we're so grateful for the rain, and so let's join our together so that I can open today with prayer. So let's close our outer eyes and go inside to our heart space in that special place. We're so grateful for the time together this morning, that we feel each other's healing energy and genuine love. It's in this place that makes so special our hearts, our minds, our beings. So let us share together the love that comes from within. And so it is. Amen. And together our opening Okay then. And together our opening affirmation. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God the good, omnipotent. And do we have any first-time guests today? No. Okay. But I would like, yes, ma'am.
It's been a really long time since I've been here, so I'm creating this anew.
Great.
Yay.
And your name is? Hi, Jillian. Nice to meet you and welcome this morning. And welcome to all of you out there in the TV land or computer land or, Facebook land or whatever. And we're so happy to have Jennifer today. She just jazzes us up. Okay, then. So let's sing.
Let's sing
Yeah.
one of the world's most popular songs, This Little Light of Mine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This God light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This God light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This God light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This love light, this love light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This love light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This love light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Wow.
You're on.
Happy New Day and New Year this morning. With faith being Jennifer's topic and freedom the daily word, and this being the new year, 23, my mind wanted to connect these three elements with the word choice. We have the freedom to choose based on our faith. In 23 seconds, we can choose love or hate, apathy or action. In 23 minutes, we can bless or curse 23 months of a work in progress. In 23 minutes, we can break or renew a commitment of 23 years. In 23 seconds or less, we can pause and pray concerning the 23 seconds that are about to follow. I just wanted you to think on those things of 23. As the wizard advises his star pupil in Harry Potter's movie, it is not our abilities that show what we truly are. It is our choices. So let us join together in prayer. Let us quiet our mind and open our hearts to lift up those requests in our prayer box and those that we may carry with us today. If you have a name you would like to offer at this time, please feel free to do so, either aloud or silently. Sweet Holy Spirit of oneness, may we call forth love and put love into action for ourselves and for the requests in our prayer box today. May we bless the vision of our church and the works of love throughout the world. May we choose our commitments wisely and honor our words carefully. May our words comfort those in pain and be an encouragement to all who are struggling. May we see beyond the stressful situations of this human experience and know that we may choose wholeness, abundance, and guidance in every upcoming moment we encounter. For the light within each of us, we celebrate and give ongoing thanks. Amen. And if you would like individual prayer with me or any other prayer partners, I don't see any others yet. The library is available. And please know your prayer requests, either spoken or written, are confidential. Freedom. The divine presence within guides me to freedom. At times I may feel hemmed in by circumstances, limited by lack of opportunity, or faced with an unwelcome situation and no good choice. When that happens, I may feel anything but free. Rather than despair, I find my freedom in God and the limitless expression of my divinity. Shifting my perspective from the limits of the world to the expanse and perfection of spirit, peace fills me. I relax and remember that no earthly trouble is greater or more enduring than God. I claim the power of God and feel a strength beyond mere human strength. As moment by moment, I release limiting beliefs and reclaim the power I had given my problems. Spirit lives in me and as me. This truth is my freedom. Now the Lord is the Spirit, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. 2 Corinthians 3:17. Thank you.
And let's keep that sacred energy going. As we still ourselves for the meditation portion of our program. I am as God created me. I am a light in this world. I am as God created me. See if you can sing that with me. I am as God created me. I am as God created me. into this space. Breathe in the love, breathe in the energy. Breathe in, God is. Breathe out, I am. God is, I am. Today I am standing in my faith, for I know I am as God created me. And I trust God's handiwork. I trust that I am all I need to be. And I know that I am never alone. The universe is always right beside me. My better angels are always right beside me. The love of universal energy is always right here, present in me, for I am that I am. I am as God created me. I am a light in this world. I am as God created me. I am, I am, I am. I am as God created me. I am a light in this world. I am as God created me. I am, I am. I know I am. I know I am. I know who I am. I know who I am. Spirit, thank you for bringing us together in this sacred space. Thank you for the sense of safety, the sense of spirituality and collective consciousness, reminding us that we are never alone. And that is the definition of faith. Knowing that we are never alone. We are whole and perfect and complete. Let's all sing together. Oh, we are. And open your eyes and look at each other. Oh, we are. That's right. Oh, we are. We are light-filled beings. Oh, we are. Now say, we know who we are. 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 So today we're going to be talking about faith. And one of the greatest aspects of faith is knowing who we are, being crystal clear in knowing that we are divine, we are holy. Through God, all things are possible. Taking those gifts that we have been gifted with and taking them out into the world. Using the gifts we have and bring them to the table, filled with all life's passion, being willing and being able to loose the chains of doubt and watch them disappear, moving through our lives as everything's becoming clearer. Oh, hey guys, we didn't check the level of this track, so I'm going to turn it down just a little bit on my end to make sure it doesn't blast when we play it. I now use the gifts I have and bring them to the table, filled with all life's passion. Lord, I'm willing and I'm able to loose these chains of doubt I've had and watch them disappear. Moving through my life as everything's becoming clearer. For I am a light in this world, and I'm a child of sacred word, and I have gifts I can choose to bring. My path is blessed each day. This is the prayer I pray. Making those choices every day, just like we heard about in the daily word. Faith is a choice. Searching for compassion in the ignorance of you. Guided on my way, I trust my own truth. I do my best to learn the first time, so the lesson's not repeated. And I fill myself with mighty faith when I feel defeated. For I am a light in this world, and I'm a child of sacred word, and I have gifts that I can choose to bring. My path is blessed each day. This is the prayer that I pray as each dream awakes inside my heart. I wash away the fear so I am clear and I can do all the things that I am here to do. For I am a light in this world, and we are all children of sacred worth, and we all have gifts that we can bring. Our paths are blessed each day. This is the prayer we pray. Our paths are blessed each day. Yes, this is the prayer. Our paths are blessed each day. Oh, this is the prayer that we pray. So welcome, everyone. Hello, everyone online. Hope you're enjoying your coffee and your jammies. I do have my comfy boots on for those at home that can't see. I did opt to wear my comfy Christmas boots that my sister so lovingly gave me. So today we are talking about the act of faith, the act of actually having, the action of having faith, because faith is a verb. So what exactly is faith? Martin Luther, the original, says, faith is a living and unshakable confidence, the belief in the grace of God so assured that a man would die 1,000 deaths for its sake. Henry Ward Beecher is a little less serious and says, faith is spiritualized imagination. Being a creative person, I like that one. I like that definition of faith. And the world's most famous philosopher, Anonymous, says, faith sees the invisible, believes the incredible, and receives the impossible. Yes, please. I'll take more of that, please. Thank you very much. It sounds like a pretty good idea, having faith, huh? So how does we get it? How does we get the faith that we need to show up every day with a smile on our face and with confidence in our hearts? Well, there are lots of fancy quotes about faith and how to get it, but I believe that Ray Stevens' songwriter, Albert E. Brumley Sr., pretty much sums it up. Can I get you to clap like this? Everybody has a radio receiver. All you gotta do is listen for the call. Turn your radio on, turn your radio on, turn your radio on, turn your radio on. If you wanna feel those good vibrations coming from the joy his love can bring, turn your radio on, turn your radio on, turn your radio on, turn your radio on. Good job. Give yourselves a hand. Nice. So if only it could be that easy, if only it could be that simple, to simply turn your radio on. That's the crux of the biscuit, right? For all of us as humans, keeping that connection, keeping that communication, that line of communication open between us and the God spark that is within us, the divine that is within us. It's not rocket science. You just turn your radio on by practicing your spiritual principles daily, reading good books. I was lucky enough to inherit a bunch of my good friend and mentor, Sidney McGill Lindquist, who passed away about 3 years ago. I was lucky enough to glean a lot of her great books in her library, and so I used some of those books today in my talk. So it's about reading good books, hanging out with like-minded people, hanging out with people that match your vibration level, and try to kind of distance yourself from people whose vibration level may be a little bit lower than yours. It's so easy, hanging out with people, coming to church services, reading good books. It seems like it's simple, but simple is not always easy, right? Simple isn't always easy. Sometimes simple can be hard, but always we are reminded that love is who we truly simply are. A simple twist of fate can try to knock us off our game. Oh, but simple acts of kindness tend to bring us round again. Oh, what we'd achieve if we could simply all believe. Together we can find a way. But simple, it isn't always easy. Sometimes simple can be hard, but gently we are reminded that love is who we truly simply are. History's filled with chaos caused by simple mistakes and by folks who simply had their different points of view to make. Oh, what we'd achieve if we could simply all believe. Together we can find a way. The biggest act of faith is remembering and knowing who we are. It seems so simple, but simple isn't always easy. But when we hold ourselves in alignment and we connect in, those miracles appear and those blessings come our way. And suddenly everything comes into alignment. Because simple, sometimes it's so easy. Simple, sometimes ain't so hard. And always we are reminded, oh, that love is who we truly simply are. Oh, love is who we truly simply are. Remembering that love is who we truly simply are. Simple, maybe not so easy. Now today we are talking about faith. And Eric Butterworth, in his book Spiritual Economics, says this about attracting prosperity and abundance, but the principle that I'm going to conclude with still applies, even if we're talking about having an abundance and a prosperity of faith. He says, what if people got up in the ideal of work as opportunity to release their innate potential? What a different take, huh? What if everyone got caught up in the ideal of work as opportunity to release their potential? It could be seen that the solution to the world's economic problem is simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. Simple from the standpoint that it's not complex. It's not easy because it depends on everyone realizing that the heart of the problem is not out there somewhere, but in the consciousness of each individual person. The solution, ding, 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 here's the answer that applies to everything. The solution is a collective consciousness of the ever-present God substance. That's what it is. When we're losing it, if we know somebody that's lost it, whether they've lost their faith, whether they've lost their hope, whatever they have lost, the solution is reminding ourselves and each other about the collective consciousness of the ever-present God substance. Accepting the will and grace of higher power to work through us, again, seems like a simple thing, but when we vocalize and when we connect in, sometimes we can have fun with it. I am open, Spirit, enter in. I am open, Spirit, work through me. Use my hands, use my feet, use my mind, all of me. I am open, Spirit, enter in. I am open, Spirit, work through me. Use my hands, use my feet, use my mind, all of me. I am open, Spirit, work through me. Can you sing it with me? I am open, Spirit, enter in. I am open, Spirit, work through me. Now it's all the body parts. Use my hands, use my feet, use my mind, all of me. I am open, Spirit, work through me. Now that you know it, sing it like you know it. I am open, Spirit, enter in. I am open, Spirit, work through me. Use my hands, use my feet, use my mind, all of me. I am open, Spirit, work through me. One more time to seal the deal. I am open, Spirit, enter in. I am open, Spirit, work through me. Use my hands, use my feet, use my mind, all of me. I am open, Spirit, work through me. Do that line again. I am open, Spirit, work through me. Sometimes it's just a matter of remembering lyrics to a song. We're always only a breath away from the activity of faith. We're always only a breath away from standing in the strength of who we are. And a key connection to having our faith and to finding our faith is to continually allow God to work through us. Turn that radio on. Make sure the radio is tuned in so it's not a lot of... You got to turn the radio on, but then you have to tune in as well, right? One of my favorite nighttime sayings is, Spirit, thy will be done. If I'm totally exhausted from the day and I can't think of any other prayer or any other affirmative thing to say as I'm going off into dreamland, I just simply take some breaths in and I say, Spirit, thy will be done. All of this to say that it's all well and good to maintain our faith when things are coming up roses. It's simple, and yet the true test of faith is when stuff starts hitting the fan and when things start going awry. I have a dear friend who is experiencing a custody battle with her grandchildren, and she's experiencing the separation, not being able to see her grandchildren as often as she used to. And she was very close to them, and they had a loving, wonderful relationship. And since her daughter has gotten divorced, the father got custody of the children and has moved down to South Georgia, and she doesn't have access to them, and she doesn't have visitation with them. And we've had many discussions about how she has lost her faith in God and how she has lost her faith in humanity. And sometimes when we are confronted or by folks or experience folks who are losing it or have lost it, or if we are the ones that are losing it or have lost it, the crux of the issue is that we are disconnected from Spirit. We are feeling disconnection. We are feeling like we are all alone and having to deal with life all by ourselves. And sometimes the world can show up like it's out to get us. And it's easy to fall into that feeling of defeat, that feeling of disconnection, like you're all on your own. But all we have to do is spark one single thought, even if we can rally ourselves to spark one single positive thought that we can hold on to. For example, divine, all-knowing collective consciousness, take this burden from me and see it through to its highest and best outcome. If that's the only phrase we can hold on to or something like it, perhaps it'll help get us through that moment. And then perhaps in an hour we can remember it and go back to it. Perhaps the next time that we are triggered, we can remember it and go back to it. But a lot of standing strong in our faith or finding our faith is simply choosing to be proactive by taking control of our thoughts and taking control of our words. A lot of people journal because there is something about the reticular activating system that when you write things down, not just on a keyboard, it's easier to remember them, and it goes into us on a cellular level. And you're getting it out of your system if you don't have anyone to express it to or to verbalize it to simply write it down. But choosing to be proactive by thinking or saying affirmative statements leads us back to our center. And that's exactly where faith lives. Faith is our center. Faith is what helps keeps us balanced. Romans chapter 8, verse 28 says, all things work together for the good to them that love God, to them who are called according to his purpose. Well, the Dalai Lama has something to say for those that may not follow a religious path, for those that may be non-believers. Even if we are not part of a specific faith group, even if we are agnostic or even atheist, it's possible for us to develop what the Honorable Dalai Lama describes as basic spirituality. He says basic human qualities of goodness, kindness, compassion, and caring are what we can all learn, no matter whether we are part of a religious faith or not. He says whether we are believers or non-believers, this kind of spirituality is essential. Remember, 4 billion people, the majority of people on the planet today, are non-believers. So we must still find a way to try and educate and improve the life for this majority of people. For those people, education is crucial. We can educate them and impress upon them to be a good human being, a sensible human being, with a sense of responsibility and commitment for a better, happier world. So if we encounter someone who has lost their faith, or if we are one of those people who has lost their faith, or if people have never had it to begin with, perhaps we can start by reminding them and ourselves to simply breathe into love and to take some kind of positive action step to help ourselves. The dear friend of mine that's going through the custody battle with her grandchildren, over the course of a few months of talking with her, she did start taking some affirmative action steps. And she got online and she went to the library and got some books, and she started learning about her rights as a grandparent. And she ended up calling the school and sending them all of her documentation and letting them know that she exists, because she wasn't even on their call list in case the children needed someone if the father and the other grandparent weren't available. She had the legal right to be on that list. And so she took the affirmative action herself. She did the work. She was proactive in finding some solutions. And sometimes that's all it takes, baby steps in one particular direction. God, I'm doing my best. But if you're a non-believer, or if you've lost your faith like she is, it's not even a declarative thing to God it's just a declarative thing to yourself, to your own inner being, to your own consciousness and morality. I'm taking steps. I'm taking steps to get through this. She also secured a court date down where her grandchildren live. And she's going to be able to go down in March, and she's going to represent herself. And she's doing her homework, and she's hoping to gain better access to her grandchildren. And in the long run, hopefully it'll all work out for the best. My faith tells me that it is going to work out for the best. It's really challenging, though, when you're around people that are so desperate and feel so disconnected. It's even as a person of faith and a person of spirituality, sometimes all we can do is simply be there and bear witness, and to just give them a hug and say, you are loved. I love you. You are loved. You are a good person. And if they don't want to hear anything about God or Jesus, you don't have to, what is the word, proselytize? You don't have to preach to people, to just be there and bear witness and be a good friend. Over the course of a few months, I just let her talk. And sometimes I would share situations in my life and say, well, this is what I did when I was faced with this, that, or the other. And sometimes I would give her some suggestions. And it's not to say by any means that anything that I said was the cause of her taking action. But sometimes, again, just being an ear for someone and then sharing a few ideas can help spark their individual energy and help spark their faith and help reset them on their path. For those of you who are believers, know that although the road ahead may not be clear, the God that lives inside is always right here. Though the road ahead may not be clear, the God that lives inside will always be right here. And I will follow wherever it leads. A simple faith is all I need. I can conquer any fear when I let my own light shine. I can go for what I want when I remember I'm divine. So I will look ahead with confidence, and I will take a step and I will jump down off my fence. 'Cause I have ears to hear and loving eyes to see. A simple faith is all I need. We can conquer any fear when we let our own light shine. We can go for what we want when we remember we're divine. So we will face what each tomorrow brings with a joyful heart that is ready right now to sing. As our spirit leads, we're gonna follow through, yeah. A simple faith is all we need. A simple faith is all we need. Oh, a simple faith, oh, is all we need. A simple faith is all we need. And I would like to close my talk with two quotes from two of my all-time favorite humans. The author, C.S. Lewis, and the explorer, Jacques Cousteau. C.S. Lewis has this to say about faith. Faith is the art of holding on to things your reason has once accepted in spite of your changing moods. I love that one. It addresses the humanness in us all and how we like to get in our own way sometimes. Jacques Cousteau sums it up beautifully, and he says, if we were logical, the future would be bleak indeed. But we are more than logical. We are human beings, and we have faith, and we have hope. I wish all of you a very, very happy new year, a very hopeful new year, and a new year filled with faith and love and confidence. Very quickly, I remember this time last year on my Facebook thread yesterday, I saw a blast from the past a year ago today. And yesterday was the day that a tree fell through our house in the middle of pouring rain and cold. And it was amazing. I just laughed when I saw the picture. It's like, gosh, did that actually happen? Because I remember the second it happened, I ran downstairs and checked on Mom, and then I ran outside to assess the damage. Meanwhile, Eddie is still like, what? Had no idea what was going on. And I stood outside in the rain looking at that tree, and I said, all right, God, all right, angels, ain't nobody got time for this right now. Nobody has time for this. I am calling you all right now, and I'm saying we're going to get this in line. We're going to get this taken care of. I'm going to expect the right and perfect contractors. I'm going to expect the right and perfect financial flow that's going to happen. And all of a sudden, within hours, a company was coming out and putting the tarp on for us, and they were getting the tree out of the way for us. Our air conditioner got crushed. Our roof got ruined. Our gutters got ruined. Our fascia boards. All these different aspects. And yet, the miracles. The heat continued to work, and it was chilly, and there was a giant hole in our roof. But the heat was working. We had plenty of wood for the fireplace. The care for Mom became available so that immediately I was able to take her off-site and go to a group place that we had been going for quite some time. And they were like, sure, bring her on in. You actually have some bonus days that you didn't bring her, so bring her on. So for the next 3 weeks, I was able to have Mom off-site during the duration of the construction. And I had people come out of the woodwork and offer me money. I'm like, I thank you so much, but we're really okay. I've been speaking with the insurance people, and one of my dear friends, he's like, no, you're taking the money. I've already Venmoed it to you. It's in your account. He said, you just don't know what kind of out-of-pocket expenses are going to happen. And all this to say, as I stood there when it just happened and said, God, you're going to take care of all these details for me. I have faith that it's going to be taken care of. And it has been taken care of. We have a brand new, larger AC unit. We have a phenomenal, better roof with the fancy architectural shingles on there that are nice and really good. We have all new gutters. We have all new fascia boards. We have all new ceilings all around our house with the popcorn now off. Everything has come up roses. Yeah, get rid of the popcorn, baby. But all of this to say, if we were logical, the future would look bleak. If we were cynical, the future might look bleak. But we are more than logical. We are metaphysical. We go beyond the physical appearance of things, and we know that the solution is already there. We absolutely, from the bottom of our heart, know that the solution is already there, and we give thanks. And I give thanks for all of you for being here today and listening to me, and I wish you a very happy new year and a very faith-filled new year. God bless you, and namaste.
Wow, what a wonderful message. Thank you for driving through the rain to come and be with us today.
It was my pleasure, and you have nice cheap gasoline up here, so
I guess we
it's
do.
worth the drive.
Well, this is the time in our service that we gratefully receive our tithes and offerings. So would the ushers please come forward? Good morning, ladies. Join me as we share our offering affirmation together. Divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, all that I receive, and all that I am.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
Sweet loving Spirit, we know that everything you give to us grows continuously for us to share into our community and beyond. We're so thankful for those opportunities to share what you give to us. And so it is. Amen. Take it away, Sky.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Sky.
How are y'all doing today? Wasn't that a wonderful message? Plenty of energy.
I only had one cup of coffee today.
Oh, okay. All right, so we got some announcements. Our Pennies from Heaven Fund is doing absolutely wonderful, and it is impacting lives behind the scenes. So for everyone that is contributing to that fund, thank you so much. And everyone who is considering, please talk to one of our many members here at the church. It is a very great fund that we started, and please join us on Reverend Robin Volker's 3-week series titled entitled "Is Your God Enough?" A 21st century look at the three faces of God. And accompanying her with music will be my mother, Tiffany Martinez.
Oh, yay!
So that'll be January 15th, the 22nd, and 29th. We are slowly pulling her in to join Unity.
Come to us. Come to us.
So yeah, that's going to be a really, really fun 3 weeks, and that's going to be because Mike's out, and he's recovering, and he's having some very needed time off. So God bless Mike, and God bless them. Reverend Robin Volker has a new class coming up called the Hebrew Scriptures, an overview of the Old Testament. You're going to learn about all kinds of timelines and old scriptures from there, and that'll be on Zoom on Tuesdays from January 31st to March 23rd. That'll be at 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., and you can find the flyers in the back in the vestibule. So if you are interested, please look out there, and her email's at the bottom to request to sign up for that. And then February 5th, Mike Davis, Stuck in the Mud. I think that'll be his first service back, so we'll give him a very big, warm welcome then.
Hopefully he won't get stuck in the mud on the way.
Oh, goodness.
Hopefully it'll be a bright, sunshiny day.
And then also during February is our 12 Powers theme, Strength. So the color is spring green, so make sure to wear green in February. Also on February 5th is our town hall meeting right after the service. So if you're interested in how the operations of Unity Church work, please join then. And then on February 12th is Jeannie Ward. Always wonderful to have Jeannie Ward as well. And if you haven't already, please sign up for our Mountain Spirit newsletter at unitychurchofthemountains.org. And then also make sure if you miss a service, all of our services are streamed and recorded and uploaded on YouTube at unitychurchofthemountains. .com.
You know, that's how I got into Unity churches. My mom actually cheerled and went up to the music director at Atlanta Unity back in 1985 and said, you know, my daughter can sing. And I started singing with Don DeCenza and Reverend Carol O'Connell at Atlanta Unity back in 1986. That church is there no more, but we drove past the property the other day, and it still made my heart just so happy.
Yeah, that's about when I got started with Unity.
Yep.
Let's share our healing prayer together. May my mind know that it cannot be limited. May my heart know that it cannot be separate. May I know only wholeness of being and claim nothing less than the fullness of life. And let's have our closing prayer. Sweet loving Spirit, as we go our way, let us reflect on our thoughts today of what faith is, how we've been tapped slowly, quietly, that God is always there and provides for our needs. If we reflect back, we know that we're always going to be taken care of. And so it is. Amen. And we're going to sing.
Let's sing our peace song, shall we? Let's stand and sing if we feel confident and willing and able to. God.
enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us wherever we are.